All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Computer Applications. In today's episode, there's a couple of extremely powerful tools you're going to be using. Up until this point, we haven't been doing a lot with the mathematical capabilities that are in spreadsheets, but that's going to change today. So a couple of things that we're going to need in order to be successful for this. First off, I'm going to show you the autofill feature. We've been working with this a couple of times, right? So with this, you can actually set up a series list here. So we've got 1 and 2, highlight both of them, grab that black cross and drag. Notice we can get 30 numbers really quick and easy here. One other thing of note though, it will actually do a varied list. So if you do, for example, 1 and 3 here, and you highlight both of these and drag down, notice it replicates your list. So now you have a list of all the odd numbers. The same way we could do that with 2, 4, etc. For our purposes today, though, this will actually be kind of helpful because we're going to be using formulas. Now, the most important thing that you need to remember about spreadsheets is when you use a formula, you always start with the equal sign. Every formula in spreadsheets starts with the equal sign. I can't tell you the number of times I've had to help computer app students who are struggling with this because they put in all the right letters and numbers and everything for their cells, but they don't have the equal sign. So every formula, every equation that you write starts with that equal sign. That way spreadsheets knows, hey, we're about to do some math. Now, I'm going to teach you what's called the point and click method because I find it to be the easiest way to teach this. If you simply come over here to cell A1 and click, add a plus sign, and click again, you'll notice when I hit enter, spreadsheets automatically figure this out. Now, there's a couple of things that come up into play here. For example, autofill, Google here in their spreadsheets algorithm says, hey, you're about to do an operation that you're going to repeat over and over again. Do you want us to fill this in for you? If you click the green check mark here, it will automatically fill it in. But I want to show you how to do it manually because sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, I'll click it here. Boom. Look, so it automatically filled it in. If I double click on these, you'll notice that it's adding the 2 cells to the left all the way down the page. But we delete all that out. If we come up here, you can grab that same black cross, that fill tool, and you can do it manually. So sometimes Google will help you out, sometimes it won't, but now you know how to fill things manually, even if it doesn't. That's the big thing for today's project. You're going to be doing this auto-filling for a lot of different things in order to calculate some simple gradebook things. But that's the basics of using formulas in spreadsheets. Again, so notice what it's doing. Right, equal sign, 2 different cells together. Now, this is going to become extremely important because as you start working with bigger and bigger sets of data, using formulas is going to be in your benefit. Undoubtedly, some of you are saying, oh, I can add 1 plus 1 in my head. Well, yeah, great, you can do that. But can you add thousands upon tens of thousands of numbers automatically in your head? Because spreadsheets can, right? And that becomes the great challenge here. And the fun thing is too is that you can actually even add a range of things. For example, here if we create an equation, we can add in all of these cells here as we go through, and you can do separate ranges of things. You can just simply point and click and add different numbers here, because this one's set up as text, it's false. But if we change it to, let's go change it to number. There we go. Oops, had an equal sign in there. That's what did it. Boom. 240. Right. So the random selection of numbers that I just kind of picked out of there automatically added up. The sum is 240. So you'll be doing some of, well, not so much that last thing, but a lot of this simple auto adding a group of cells together, and you can add in as many cells as you need to, as the case may be. So I'll go ahead and cut the recording here and let you guys get started on this. Should be pretty straightforward for you today.